Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dark Rites and Other Forms of Exploitation. Tonight we'll be playing Deviant. As a small warning, this is a horror game, and the characters couldn't go through some pretty dark emotions, and some bad things can happen to them, so be aware of that. And of course, if you need to leave, please take care of yourself first. All right, I'm going to start by having y'all remind everybody who you're playing, starting with Nidra.
Hi, I'm Abby. I play Nidra Nakorchik. She is an invasive autoergic, which is basically somebody who created a lot of metallic or, basically whatever their abilities are. They did it to themselves, and it's sort of integrated partially with their own bodies. Nidra is a BC a brain-computer interface programmer who, working for Pragma Dynamics, decided to make this change in herself, and now is on the outs with her old bosses and trying to just do something valuable with her life and not end up back with them.
All right, and normally Arnica would be joining us as Gail, but tonight she's unable to join us. But we will fill in more of Gail's story later when Arnica can join us. May.
Hello, I am playing May. My real name is Jessie. My pronouns are she, he, they, whatever you want. Just don't call me late to dinner. Joke that I stole. And May is a chimeric. She has been fused with a bunch of different plant matter, as you can see represented with my mask. So she's got all sorts of roses and mushrooms and moss all over her. And she's, pretty happy-go-lucky for the most part, except for when her repressed feelings come out. And hopefully today we will see much more of that. And her backstory is still kind of being revealed, so you just have to watch and find out. That's me.
Francis.
Hi, my name is Fleet. My pronouns are they, she. I like to say they with a sprinkling Parmesan of she. That's how I tell my coworkers and how I'll tell you as well. I play Francis, a Jewish golem who is a chimeric exomorph. They are most often in their large clay golem form. They were taken against their will by a nefarious PR organization masquerading as a community service thing called Helping Hands, where she was kidnapped, unfortunately was killed in the process of transforming her, but she wasn't quite dead, and she or someone wrote the word Emet on her neck, and so she lives, and they have become a golem and are now listening to a lot of music, finding themselves, enjoying time off the derech. Did I mention they're Jewish? Ultra-Orthodox. Though. Thank you for tuning in.
And yeah.
Hello there, lovelies. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here with us this evening. My name is Angela, and I'll be playing Christiana Olvera, who is an epimorphic, coactive, or infused individual. Basically, that translates to she originally volunteered to go through the process by which she became who she is now, with officially a religious organization, i.e. cults in actuality and in practice, who took her in during moments of great crisis, and through which she became essentially now a vessel to something far beyond her understanding, and often bringing out elements of herself that she is very not keen on speaking aloud, except in moments of great emotional duress or vulnerability. So she is dealing with that and any number of feelings that she's trying to keep very much held down in regards to said organization members, i.e. killing all of them.
All right, and I feel like last week is a hard episode to quantify and just naming off a few events, but if you haven't seen it, you should go see it for the role play from the characters because there's some really great character moments. In terms of events, uh, we learned that Pragma Dynamics has signed some sort of security deal with Aphrodite Security Services. Nidra attempted to learn more, specifically about Aphrodite was met with a back hack, and Francis pulled all the cords out of the wall.
I hacked him back with my muscles.
We are appreciative.
I feel like I'm forgetting some other big events, but I remember mostly character stuff. I know there was a chat with Sally and Jennifer, and at the very end, Nidra got a mysterious note from someone with the Angel Network offering to help.
I believe they refer to themselves as I.
Yes.
I'm smart. I pay attention.
Now, while I make my surveillance rolls here, I do have a question. Tia, how faithful do you think the people of Seraph are?
To each other and their practices, to me, what do you mean by
Their
that?
relationships, tests, you know.
Do they do any of them truly believe in the stuff that they worship?
That is a very good question. I am going to say at least the pastor does and the enforcer does. So James Henson, the Seraph pastor who I encountered, and Marcus Espinoza, the enforcer I've dealt with, I get the sense that they do. I don't know about the actual leader. I full disclosure, I very much thought of her as very much the kind of folks who are like almost gospel of wealth kind of people who are like, yes, we believe in this faith, but how much money do I get out of this in secret? Like, that's very much the inspiration for her, except add eldritch horror or cult, whichever flavor you would like to pursue. I do not judge.
Okay. That's interesting. What time of day do you want to start?
If we are starting with me, I don't. I'm good with, I suppose, the next morning, because I think Tia was hoping to do is check on Nidra the next morning to see how she's doing.
Okay.
That would have been her first concern.
We can start there. So where would Tia find you, Nidra?
Oh, I think probably the same as always. Like, actually, no. She had a craptastic time. So I think that if you go check like her normal spot, like the office server area that she likes camping out most, you will see things sort of all over the place. Like, she has clearly taken a computer apart and worked with it, but then hasn't put it back together and has stormed off further into the complex. I think very likely just somewhere dark and quiet.
Everyone likes the darkness so much in this game. Dang. It's almost like we're in a horror game.
I like sunshine.
Me too.
Also, there's a poll in the chat. Make sure you vote in the poll. That's it.
We love polls on this game.
Bless
not just to dance on.
But yeah,
This is going to be a night for me.
if Tia goes looking, then it is very likely that that she is basically further off into the kind of the areas that aren't in use right now, and is sulking. Like, it is straight up.
Abby, what does Nidra look like when she sulks? Can we get, because I'm picturing like something between a like a droid sulking from Star Wars and like a person, and I need to know what side Nidra falls on. Like, is it like a C-3PO kind of like huffy thing, or what is this?
Well, again, it is
know.
we're dealing with a lot of the electronics are internal. So exterior wise, you have a 300-pound lady, like, just arms crossed, glaring at the wall and grumbling. But yeah, no, there is the hum of what would be like, for those of us who are old enough, the sound of a pager going off, like that little humming noise. Like, there is an undercurrent of that when she's really wound up and annoyed, but like, it's very much, she's clearly trying to talk through a problem, and that's what she's doing, but she's kind of running herself in circles.
I'm getting like broken down Energizer Bunny vibes.
Yeah. I mean, that's the two bashing talking, because that's not off the sheet yet.
This is how we start a session. This is truly a way to bring people into this world.
We're about to dive into some deep things. I think we need a little levity and whirring machine grumpies. Like Nidra.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, how do you approach this? Do you just walk in? Do you knock?
She I said I made, did I say I made waffles or pancakes last time?
Waffles.
We had
Waffles.
waffles.
Okay.
I like that. I'm going to make a running tally of every breakfast food we eat in this game.
Oh, that's just going to keep going, because I think
Good.
Tia just does this out of reflex. So if I made waffles last time, she's come in with like a variety of like buckwheat and like strawberry waffles. And she made another
Waffle.
set that's like buckwheat and banana. And she found like really nice maple syrup, and she has like one bottle she saves solely for pancakes that is like very fresh, like honey that she got from a friend directly from beehives.
You gotta have the good syrup for a pancake. You have to have the good syrup.
Yeah, I'm aware that I have to interact with Canadians very often, so all of them will judge me anytime I mention syrup.
And there goes Jessie dabbing in the distance.
Canadian dabbing is a thing I never thought I would experience, but I think she just goes to the door and she has like a very big plate of pancakes, and is like doing it, like trying to hold it like waiter style, but she doesn't really know how to do it very well. And she also has like in one hand like a cup of like milk, and then a cup of tea, and then the other one she has a cup of fresh orange juice. And she's like remembering that she can't actually knock very well when she does this, but she's still trying to knock on Nidra's door anyways.
Oh, damn. And like, you see her kind of spring up when she gets a good look at you. You didn't have to take all of that out here. You could have just thank you. And she'll come try to help you with this juggling act you're doing.
I mean, I don't really have to do a lot of stuff, but it seems a lot better if I do.
Yeah, I just thank you. You didn't.
I
It's
didn't
a lot
upset
to.
you?
What?
I didn't upset you?
No. None of this is you. None of this is you. I'm I'm just trying to sort out what the fuck to do next, and it's a lot. Like, for example, your comment about finding a new face. I'm trying to think how I can even do that, or even if I want to do that. I anyway. Thank you. Good morning. It's morning, right?
Yeah, are you doing okay? Are you hurt or anything?
I mean, I think they the I don't know if it was the back hack or the disconnecting suddenly. Either one probably might have done it, but I've got some damage that I need to clear up at some point.
You have damage?
Yeah, no, if it can happen a couple ways, whether I actually just physically get hit or the usual one, which is if I get too much electricity or something routes incorrectly through my systems, then it'll scramble me for a bit.
Do you want me to try and get rid of some of that?
I mean, if you want, I don't want you to hurt yourself doing it. I'm pretty resilient. I just need to debug for a bit.
I mean, worst that happens is you get to feel more comfortable sooner.
Okay, but it doesn't hurt you. Like, you'll be okay? That's not a yes. That was a very long pause.
She nods very quietly.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Then that's fine. I'm very curious how your activities, I don't even know what word to use. Anyway, your energy sources interact with mine sometimes, as they're very different sources as far as I'm aware.
That's true. But
so yeah, give it a go. Should be educational. Just don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, I think she says very quietly. She says, to be honest, this is the part of it that I do like.
Okay.
So this is just for reference. This is her using healer. So so I have to do a roll for this. So this is 3 dice total to see if I can get it to work. Sadly, no, it was not able to go through. There is, I think she has a skittishness with everything and the conversation she had the previous evening. But you can definitely see there is a moment of like that. I forget if Nidra saw the shadowy form that emerged out of her the previous time. I don't think she has.
I don't recall either, so I am fine saying no at the moment.
She, there is that the sort of shadowy outline of herself that emerges like out of her body, like it's almost like it leaks and trails through the floor. It comes up, but it takes on the coloration that it did when she gave a hug to Francis the previous evening, something much more gentle and cooler toned, closer to like moonlight on a lake in the evening. And it's almost like there's a moment of seeing like internally. I kind of imagine she makes internal present outside, and it's almost like I think the form reads all of your schematics in a way and presents them in front of you, and it's almost like just able to just shift the pieces back to where they were previously, but the failure is she isn't able to get it to stay. But you do hear a voice just emerge out of her and say, "This is easy to put right. This is how things should be. You should feel safe." And she kind of like snaps out of it. It's like, "Oh dear. Well, that didn't work. Sorry."
When like Tia like gets a good look again, something that she said actually had a big impact. And I don't know like how cognizant she is when the other voice is there, but it was very much this is how things should be. and that seemed to catch Nidra unawares and actually is provided some comfort. Like clearly whatever she's been messing with has very rattled her sense of identity, and that helped a bit, even though the damage itself is still there.
Yeah, hadn't mentioned it before. That's who's with me from now on. But
how do you refer to, like, does it have a name? Is it you?
it's me and it's not me. This is the part that I like because this is the part that I remember when it happens.
I get that.
Or at least I remember it better than other times. If I'm saying, I'll put it to you this way: if I'm saying nice things, it's because I want to say nice things during that. If I'm saying other things, it's probably because I maybe want to say them, but I probably won't remember saying them, and they're probably not going to be very nice.
Tia, you're a sweetheart, but I promise you, at least from everybody I've met in this house, we all want to say not nice things to a lot of people, and it's okay. And I'm gonna definitely help you with whatever that is. If I didn't tell you, I got a name for you on some of the fuckers that mess with you.
Oh, she like immediately, like hearing that, she immediately like shrinks like down a lot.
Sorry. This is probably not a breakfast conversation.
No. I'm working on hearing the names more.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you know this guy. Anyway, name's Bobby. He's one of their couriers. But that means he knows shit, or he's holding information, or honestly, if we just take him off the streets, then it makes them skip a beat and not be non-functional for a bit. So I got a lead on that when you want it.
I think today might be a recovery day for a lot of us, or planning day, which either way, let's I'll give you your space to go and recharge up, but I have to make sure everyone else gets their breakfast too.
Sure. But no, I meant it. Like, sometimes you can just tell us to come to the main room and we'll eat. Like, you don't have to deliver stuff to us. I mean, unless you super want to, but you don't ever have to.
I think there she just takes a second and she says something that she's probably said very rarely, but it's a thing that you can tell it means a lot for her to say. She says, if goodness exists, if God exists, it has to be a lived thing. It can't be a static thing. It has to be something you do. You can't just hope for people to know you're trying to be good. You have to do it. You have to let them know that you mean it, that you want that to be there for them.
Yeah. I wish you luck with that.
She comes back a little bit more into focus and she's like, take care. And she like just kind of like skedaddles away, going to like Francis's room and then May's room with the same deal. Like, it does not matter what you've told her.
Francis is already downstairs. Francis goes to the kitchen. Francis is in the kitchen. The door is open. The room's a mess.
Well, good morning.
Oh, I thought you were at Francis' room. Yeah, Francis' room is a mess. Sorry.
Oh, Francis.
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
Francis' room's a shithole.
So no Francis, but lots of mess.
A lot of mess. And it's not like dirty. It's just like Francis doesn't give a shit about putting things back where they came from when it's their room.
She like stops for a second, looks very curiously, like this sight does not make any sense to her. And then she just goes over to May's room and is like,
And like the first knock, May is like, "Good morning. How's it going?"
May waits. May waits by
quick.
the door, holding the door.
My
I'm like,
friend is coming. Ho, ho, ho.
yes.
My pancake waffle breakfast is here. Oh, I've turned into Yoda. I don't know why.
For
This is a
May,
goblin.
she has the plate raised up to her face.
Thank you.
There's more juice and other extras in the kitchen if you want.
Yeah, let's go. And May just like trots out. She takes the plate, but then she walks out and goes back towards the kitchen. Like she was just excited to say good morning. And she's like, okay, now we can actually go eat.
May like knows that that Tia wants to go get people and waits to just go downstairs. So Tia feels good. I'm gonna cry.
May
Shit.
understands people. She's got
Oh my
empathy.
god.
At least a little bit.
Little bit.
And also
Oh.
it's nice attention for her, which she likes. She's like,
That's
oh,
like
a servant bringing me food? Feels familiar.
God damn it.
Does she ever tip?
She doesn't see Tia as a servant, to clarify, but it's like the vibe of
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no. I get you. I
someone
get you.
happy.
It's I think that might have been what actually started Tia doing it for the whole household. She was just like, she only did it for Gail because Gail probably feels more comfortable if someone's making her feel like how things used to be,
I
at
think
least in
Gail
her
wouldn't
eyes.
know. Gail wouldn't know
Gail-
how to do it on her own.
No. We
She's
can't
like,
let
"Where's my
Gail in the
breakfast?"
kitchen. We can't let Gail in. We can't let Gail cook.
We love you, Arnica, but also you chose
You
this character.
Just this
I
for
feel-
yourself.
I feel like
And the
Nidra is like
players
the
away.
opposing voice to this it's like, no, make her do things. She's not gonna learn if you don't make her do things. If she fucks it up, she'll learn.
Yep, sounds about right.
About right, yeah.
All right, so May's on her way down to the kitchen.
I think Francis, yesterday, and I wonder, Nerdy Teddy, if I can do this. The day before, I think Francis like stole a newspaper from someone, like just
Yeah.
off a doorstep, just like yoinked one up. I don't think Francis can really use technology unless they're in their mimic form, which they really don't like doing. It doesn't feel right to them to be that person anymore. So I think they took a newspaper and they have it open, and they tried to use the scissors, but their fingers don't fit. So there's clay covered scissors on the counter by the sink. They're in a bowl of water. They're soaking. They'll be soaking for a few days until Francis remembers to clean them. But they've been they have a pen in their hand and they have like some articles that have been clipped out and they're underlining things. It looks like they went through the job ads first to make money, and then the secondary part, Nerdy Teddy, since May had been talking about this party, I think Francis is doing some research to see if they can find out more information about it and see what's happening with that, because it's, especially after what happened with Nidra, it sounds like Seraph, excuse me. It sounds like there's some connection there. And I think Francis is trying to figure out if there's anything on May's family, if there's something about the event, just different things to like have ready to go in the morning to make Nidra feel better that there's a plan.
Okay.
You have to roll for something? What do I do? It's literally just a newspaper. I can't go on the web, so I'm very limited in my scope of what I can get from this.
I like it would technically be an investigation roll, but I don't know how much you can learn from a newspaper.
I mean, like,
Which is
it's like the society papers.
all right, yeah, roll what is it? It's intelligence investigation.
Right. For these bad boys. I think Francis has also Francis wakes up early and goes to bed early. Francis is tired. Francis awake past 10 is not a Francis anyone wants. All right, I got an
Insert-
8 and I got a 9. So I got 2 successes.
Okay. So there is. Is this a charity gala that they put on?
Yes, so it's like a charity fundraiser where essentially, I think Batman, like all the bigwigs go, and
Batman
everyone
will be
knows they're
there?
doing it.
Fuck,
I don't
Batman's
know.
gonna be there?
I did Batflick. I don't know. I heard a rumor. Sorry. So essentially, everybody like basically knows they're doing it for the tax deductions, but they all go. Everyone dresses nice, and it's like, oh yes, well we bought this yacht this year, and when they kind of schmooze and humble brag, and but the goal is like it's probably gonna be for like a sick children's hospital or something that pulls on the heartstrings, gets the public to not hate them as much.
Okay. So yeah, then there's definitely an article, about this charity gala, and I imagine it talks about who's going. Few figures.
Any names that are familiar about who's going?
Yes, there would be some familiar names because specifically for, I mean, this is Renaud Pharmaceuticals, so obviously a lot of them are going to be there. You know, at least Nigel from Pragma Dynamics is going to be there. At the very least, there might be some other like board members.
I see Pragma, and I do a big underline under. I think I've like gently ripped the article out, and I've done an underline under Pragma, underline under Renaud. And then I circle the date, and then I smack it on the fridge. Yeah.
As one additional note, there is also a rumor that the owner, founder, whatever you want to call it, of Aphrodite Security Services is also supposed to be in tow, and she's bringing with several like B-list celebrities.
Love B-listers. So like
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. Hey, Brendan Fraser's A-list.
I knew.
Don't try me. Don't come into my house and try me.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Phil from the future is B-list. He's there. Is Phil from the future gonna be there?
I don't know who the actual celebrities would be, but that's like a rumor they tack onto the article.
Great. So some gossip.
Submit suggestions for B-list celebrities at this party in the chat, please.
Can we have a poll for like, will Jonathan Taylor Thomas be there? Like let us know who you want at this party.
Yes,
we'll
make
Nerdy Teddy play them. All of them talking to each other. So yeah, I think Frances kind of underlines it, and Nidra was really upset yesterday, and May seemed really lonely. And I think giving Nidra a plan and a path is something, and without like pushing it and making it obvious, is what Frances does. Frances tries to course correct just quietly. I think they know how. And I think for May, it's also like, if there's any mention as well about how May Renaud is still missing, I think that Frances would kind of underline that as well. And then there's nothing about Tia there, so I don't think Tia needs course correcting right now. Everything seems fine or okay with Tia, so just course correcting 2 people. Gail can't be helped. So sorry, Arnica. So they take it and they're gonna like put it. I think they have like a magnet that they like picked up somewhere, and it's like a cheese head, like one of those foam things. And they just kind of like put the cheese head they stole from a gas station like on it. It's their favorite fucking thing. No. You know what? They brought it with them. That was one of the things they brought with them and had on their body when they died, and it's now with them. And they have a little cheese head Milwaukee magnet, and it's the only thing on the fridge, unless people are putting other things on there. It's the only thing they have on there, and they very delicately and carefully like pin it to the fridge. But then they give it a tap, and the fridge dents a little bit. They go, huh. And then they walk back down. Oh, there is one thing they did for Tia. There is a very small plate of waffles from the waffles downstairs set aside for the new little bird thing.
Okay.
We don't know if it eats. And so, yeah, Frances is housing waffles now, waiting for everybody to wake up. She's doing shots of coffee, housing waffles. That's what Frances is doing. I research other people's shit.
Okay. So, May. Physical invitation or electronic?
Oh. What can I ask for the context?
For the gala.
Oh, physical.
You know where we live.
The big context here is that it like changes like how you get it, right?
Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do electronic, because even though Nidra had a tough time last time, I think we'll still have an easier time doing that than the physical, because we got more physical notches against us a little bit.
Okay. So
Just a bit.
May has a cell phone, correct?
Yes, she does. A flip phone. This was
Okay, so maybe
established in episode 1.
maybe that phone wouldn't necessarily buzz.
It would vibrate. It can still vibrate. If you
Yeah.
Or it would have a nice ringtone.
Let's
Or it could be on
we'll
silent.
incorporate Nidra in this as the tech person.
Oh,
Are you okay with saying that you have something monitoring like May's old
I was about
social
to say,
medias?
am I the pop server now? Cool. Yeah, no, that's absolutely. In fact, I feel like Nidra does try to, whether they want it or not, try to watch for keywords or things involving this weird little cohort family that she's found herself in.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Stalker Mom.
Mm.
Thanks, Mommy.
In which case,
Mommy? Sorry, Mommy.
you know that May gets sent an electronic invitation, probably on Facebook. I think they do that. I don't use Facebook, so I don't know.
yeah, they do. That happens.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I get the alert. She starts skimming to see whose name registered, and please don't let it be me this time. Okay, not me this time. Look, last time it was an entire press conference that I had to shut down. No. So this time it's the how are we gonna fucking deal with this? Okay, well, and she'll come out with the plate, by the way, that all the plates and cups and stuff that Tia brought, and just walk through the house. And as she's passing through what she thinks is the correct area, be like, May, you have messages. Come on.
Messages
Yes.
for me. From who?
That looks to be you know what? I'm thinking that it's probably some corner of Renaud's outreach group, possibly their PR firm. I don't recognize the name, but it's some sort of incredibly fancy shindig for charity.
So at this point, mail open. I'm assuming like Nidra probably gets everything sent to her, and then like you would have it like either forwarded or you have access somehow to my little flip phone. When May flips open her little flip phone, and she's just like, "Oh, yeah, you can't scroll on the flip phone. I forgot." And I'm tapping the arrow.
I can send it to your phone or I can show it to you on the tablet. Which do you want?
Oh, tablet, please. That's way easier.
Okay, we're gonna do that then. Like, just
These things are
just
tough.
no, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll
So she
pass
takes
over
tablet,
the.
she's like, huh, huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot that I was on this listserv. Oops. Who wants to go to a party? Anybody?
So wait, so we're going?
Well, here's the thing. I kind of knew about the party ahead of time because I remembered it from before I left my family and all that. Because it's like a yearly thing. It's real important and it's a charity thing. So we always went and it was always a big deal. And then when I got sick, of course, I couldn't go and I was really sad and it sucked. And then I was thinking, since my family stuff's going to be there and maybe some other fancy people are going to be there who might be related to all of you, if we went to the party, we could find out more about all these people and also maybe dress up a little bit. What do you think? Plus, if we dress up, they won't recognize us.
Oh, that's a great thought.
Right?
Okay. Do you know what? I'm just gonna lay it out. Do you want my honest answer?
Yes, please.
Okay. I think that an entire room full of people that are looking for you is a concerning plan. But I am on board, but it's a good opportunity. So I guess the question is, let's figure out what your actual goals are with this. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what is the point of going to this? And two, how are we going to stay hidden?
You hear a voice from downstairs. Are you having a family meeting without me?
No.
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
Are we going downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. I need to take these to the kitchen anyway.
Oh, and yeah, May still has her little plate with her stuff.
Give me the plate. You keep the tablet. Come on.
Wait, but the food's on the plate too.
I will not throw away your food. I will not throw away your food. Give me the food.
There you go.
Thank you.
And then she just puts her nose on the tablet and keeps scrolling. She's like, "Whoa, I didn't know Paris Hilton was coming back."
I'm not seeing that tablet again for a while. It's fine.
She's not really allowed to have like nice technology because it's too dangerous. She's too likely to like post on Instagram or something. That's why she has the flip phone.
Oh no. So I have given her sugar is what's just happened. Ooh. Fabulous.
Look at all the news.
I took that in a way sadder direction.
Oh, it's like Cocoa Melon for me.
The Cocoa Melon. Baby socialite, do. Baby socialite, do.
So yeah, is Tia coming down with us, or is Tia part of this conversation yet?
Tia's been like off to the side throughout the conversation, not wanting to contribute, and there's a noticeable shrinking again in her height, as you mentioned, the possibility of being around a bunch of people, because she's realizing, oh wait, that might be nice to try and do. My therapist has kept telling me to try and like go out and see people a little bit more often. Oh wait, this would be during the day.
Actually, great question. ST, is this a day or an evening event?
Oh, it's definitely an evening event.
Right.
So we can wear evening dresses and suits and such.
The gala,
evening clothes in the daytime. Silly.
They got business to do in the daytime.
Okay. I'm. Yep. Let's go have an actual conversation about this. Okay. And everybody will head downstairs to group up for this discussion. So yes, no, Francis, we're not. We're. May got invited to a giant party.
Oh, the charity event?
Oh, hey, yeah? What do you know?
May told me about it, and check the fridge.
What's in
Okay.
the fridge? Did you buy cake?
Outside the fridge. Yeah.
Is there
outside-
cake on top
on
of the fridge?
You know what? I'm gonna let you use your eyes on this one and find out for yourself.
Francis,
Yeah?
I can't see up there. I'm too short. You know
Look
this.
look straight ahead of you. Look straight ahead of you.
Oh, there's a newspaper thing.
Yep, with a lot of underlining.
Oh, there's a lot of important names on this piece of paper, y'all.
Oh,
It's almost as
shit.
though I underlined something for you, Nidra. Tia, good news. Our names are not in that newspaper.
Like, once again, just that pissed off expression of the him. Great. Yeah, I think I can figure out going to this thing. Sure. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah,
so
I'm in.
who exactly? I know you told me a bit about Pragma, but who is this guy?
Oh,
Who is this Mike?
no.
Mitch?
Nigel Fountain.
Oh.
Nigel Fountain is one of their HR schmucks that put out this complete hatchet job about my work and me being thrown out, and now it pretty much meant I couldn't get access to any other labs. They covered their own asses and fucked up my whole reputation. And his name was on it, and I've never met the little shit, but I know the name, and I will definitely have opinions about this.
Oh,
I can support this. Oh, I definitely could support this.
now you have to come to the party.
Yeah, have to
I-
come.
I acknowledge now I have to come, but also we have to figure out a way to do it at least moderately safely. That the security people have my face directly and descriptions of you and Gail.
Well, good news. They don't well, I hate it, but you know what? To party, I will do a lot. I do a lot. So I'd probably go in my little dancing meat suit.
We get
Mm.
meat suit Francis for a party.
You'll get meat suit Francis Airlets. That's right.
So-
that is right.
So glad you're all using that word now.
I've used that for a long time. Well, you did actually teach me the word, Nidra, and I will be forever grateful to you. But listen,
Meat suits
I'm
suck.
they do. It is true. I don't know what I was doing half my life for different reasons. But May, question.
Yes.
Is there some kind of theme to this party?
Oh, hang on one sec. And she grabs the tablet again. She looks past a few things. She's like,
You gave her a tablet?
Oh, the Mictela. Oh,
Look, this is the quickest way to get information into her.
Oh, question. Is Paris Hilton popular again?
yes. She has a cooking show
fantastic
now.
news. Oh, fantastic news. I've been
Sorry, I'm
I've been
setting
praying
up
for that. I've been waiting for that. Oh,
So, ST, my question now is, do you want there to be a theme? And if so, do you want to choose the theme?
Yeah, there can be a theme. I mean, my suggestion would be masquerade because it would be easy to
You
blend
know-
in.
It's definitely
It's
masquerade.
gotta be masquerade, because then we can
Definitely
disguise ourselves.
masquerade.
Masquerade! Paper faces on parade! Masquerade!
Nice.
I could do a one-person phantom. I do that in karaoke. If you give me enough shots, I will do a one-person Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, May pokes her head back up.
Deal.
She's like, it's a masquerade this time.
Hey!
Okay, so our odds have increased. Got it.
I think Gail is
Oh.
going to fucking love this.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine?
I think every metal detector in the place is going to lose its mind.
Oh, there's no metal detectors. Don't worry.
What?
No,
Why not?
anyone worth anything just brings their own bodyguards. Metal detectors are really tacky.
Wow, I will take your word for it. And
Nidra,
it's
aren't
that
you just
level,
a
huh?
Walking metal detector?
Oh, I don't mean me. I mean Gail. I mean, yes, but I also mean Gail.
Yeah.
Gail and I both would probably set those things off pretty
Right
bad
off.
unless we fucked with it.
Mhm.
No. There's usually worse things to worry about at these than anything like that.
Okay,
That's
okay, I'm listening.
interesting.
What?
What?
Oh, well, just like, how do I put it? It's kind of, I don't think any of us would have to worry about this stuff. It's more like once you're at that level of like wealth and fame and power, a lot of people will do a lot of things to try and take it from you. And usually those things are pretty underhanded. So they don't really have like explicit outward signs. So they might try to, like tank your company's stock or, go in with a foreign government to try and, screw you over. And it's big picture stuff. You guys don't have to worry about that.
Listen, have you met my mother-in-law?
No. Should I?
I know.
I'll be
you're
fine.
Good I know you're good at this, May. What did you used to do this all the time?
Oh, yeah. So me and my mom and dad would always dress up and we would go to all these parties and fundraisers. And basically my job was to make sure I talked to everyone important and got all their support because, because they're adults, they're seen as, they might be trying to, steal people's money, which happens. But as a beautiful young adult, my job is to be the representation of the family that shows we truly are trying to improve the livelihoods of people around the world. Using lots of drugs.
That sucks.
Okay.
Oh, it was fun. I got to dress up. Everybody liked me. Everybody wanted to pay attention to me. I was in all the newspapers and the magazines. It was very glamorous.
Are you going to be okay going to one of these and not getting to do all that?
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. It's to keep you guys
Okay.
safe, so it's okay.
I mean, it's to keep you safe too, May. Like, I know that a lot of this is tied up in your family and that you love your family, but also the company is not good for you. The company doesn't want you outside.
Yeah, I really don't want to go back and be where I was before. That would not be fun.
If anything happens like that, we'd break you right back out.
Yeah, as long as you don't hurt the plants. As long as you don't hurt the plants. Break me out all you want.
Plants. The plants are protecting you? No. I'll be like, May, let down your vines like it's a fairy tale. And then we'll pull you out. Pull you right out the window by the vines.
That's so dramatic. I love it.
Okay, so what's the goal? Why are we walking into this? No. I cannot be the only plan maker here. I swear to God. Okay, so when we are walking into this lion's den of rich people with their own fucking bodyguards, what do we want from them? Why are we doing this? I personally want to beat the shit out of Nigel, but also, like, this seems, I don't know how well I'm going to pull this off anyway, but what do you want? What do we need?
Speaking from experience, beating people up in public is generally not very useful because then you get caught by the police and stuff, and sometimes you get killed. So I think maybe what we should look for is information. So maybe personal information about where these people live, or where we can maybe get them alone to then target them if you need to go after them and intimidate them for whatever you need. Maybe information about different things that they're involved in, because from this newspaper article and all the things I've been reading online, it sounds a little bit like there are kind of more connections than maybe I really thought about. Maybe. So if we go in, maybe you find your people, I find my people. We hear as much as we can. We listen to the gossip, because there's lots of gossip at this stuff, at these kind of events. Listen to the gossip, write down lots of notes, go from there. What do you think, Tia?
I have an idea. At least one way we could pitch this. If May is in a way our main way of getting in to this event, or at least can be our main social person for things, we could, if our goal, this is assuming this is our goal, is to get individuals of some renown connected to the organizations that did things to us, we could always treat this as us, as May having joined the fold of the Seraphs, and speaking on their behalf and trying to petition some of the other folks to support a local organization that could bring some more support to folks who really need it.
That's really interesting.
And it does help start connecting, trying to find where all these things are connecting each up, because they do seem to be connecting up. But that also means, especially with walking in the door with that invite, May's in the open. Like, the rest of us can hide, but what you're discussing, what all of this has, is that May's going to get made, period. We're going to have to be ready to yank her out, because the minute she hands over her invite, it's going to be her invite. And if she's the one that's going to start saying that she's part of this organization or looking for the links, that means eyes on her. That means people who know who she is.
I might be able to get us in another way. That's not my name, but I gotta check with a person I know first.
Okay.
Because so there's this other organization I used to work with. That's a really cool charity. And they'll probably have extra invitations. And so if I can maybe get in touch with them, we could score some extra invites that aren't under any specific name, because, they sell tickets to this also for charity. So we could get a couple of those and get in that way. I can't promise, but I can try.
Yeah. No, I'm with everybody else in saying that we would never let them take you or keep you in any way that we could stop. But I definitely want to say that if there's a way that isn't the May equal bait plan, I'd like to hear that one.
And I would be willing to go in with her as a representative who she has already contacted. And it's a case of, we have to make use of the people who are more easily able to do this kind of thing, to the best of their abilities, as opposed to putting like Gail and Francis and yourself in the situation of having to navigate that, and us potentially, I don't think we would want to split up in any capacity, but also too crowded and not socializing would also be suspicious in and of itself. So there has to be a certain level of distance.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I know that I can be too cautious sometimes. It's just, I don't.
Big
Fran, yeah, we'll figure it
you're
out.
worried. It's okay.
Fran,
I'm good
it's
at
okay.
this.
What you got, Fran?
Francis.
You can all hobnob with the upper crust elites. Those aren't my people. Those aren't people I want to talk to, want to look at. They never gave me the time of day before. They won't give me the time of day now. I don't know how to speak the language. I'm too blunt. I'm too beautiful. But when I went off the derech, I had to work for a living, I had to do all this kind of stuff. One of the things I did for a bit with Helping Hands was a caterer. I don't know if you all know this, I'm very strong. I know, shocking.
Looks at the dent on the fridge, the multiple dents on the fridge.
Slowly pulls the newspaper article to cover the dent. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Look at me. But I'm thinking for myself, it would be a good idea if we have someone who knows how to speak the language of people who have to work for a living, who are scraping by, who hear the things and talk about the things that these rich people do behind closed doors in a more open way. I've done it before and I can do it again. I've been part of that life before and I still am. So I'm thinking I go in as a caterer and I'm there on the other side. And if we need to have a back door out, I have the servants' entrance. Do you have servants, May? That's a problem if you do. You should be paying people very well.
Well, whoever worked for us, we definitely paid.
Okay, good. But
so we are splitting up.
Don't worry about me. I can absolutely handle myself, and I am much smarter than people give me credit for.
But that means you don't get to dress up.
I get to wear the little black clothes. I get more chances to dress up. Besides, I'm not really the dressing up type. We talked about it, you know.
That's true.
Okay. All right. So you two are going to, you're gonna be May's +1. You're gonna go in normal. You're gonna look into getting tickets for Gale and I,
Yes,
just to
I'll
be
see what I can do.
okay.
Also, if it's a masquerade, really the only people who know what May look like are her parents.
There's a couple other people. Those are the people I don't like. But yeah, I'll just dress up. It'll be fine. Trust
we
me.
put more flowers on you that would they grow into you if we gave you entirely new flowers and made you look like a different garden?
I don't know. We could try. I can make the colors change. They could
If
be
we
blue.
If we make it look like it's part of your costume, people might not see what they're not looking for.
That's true. And also, I
You-
don't have the
yeah.
money for the kind of gowns I used to wear, which would be what people expected me to wear to this. So I'm going to look pretty poor in comparison. So they might not
Oh,
recognize
no.
me.
What a tragedy.
I know, right?
Poverty.
No, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, I'll look like everybody else.
Good.
Okay, so we're okay. Well, you're gonna look for tickets. We're gonna figure out clothes, but that's a later thing. Thank God.
Nidra, question.
Yep.
Would you be able to connect us with some kind of device so that we could keep in contact even though we are splitting up?
I mean, yeah, probably. Those are actually fairly easy to set up. I was gonna say that they make actual bone induction mics, but you don't have bones, Fran.
You win some, you lose some. I mean, you could literally put it in my clay and it would stick.
That's true. If it's based on vibrations, you could probably hear it. Fran, you're a giant ear.
Oh my goodness, Fran, it's the giant.
I mean, theoretically, because everything vibrates through the medium of clay.
I don't like it when you put it like that.
Okay, then I will not say it that way again. Anyway, you are a medium that still conducts sound on a vibratory level. So
that sounds much cooler.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I can set something up.
And we can stick stuff in you.
You want to try it?
We could put plants in you too. We could match. And
I don't
May
think
pulls off a flower and is like, bleh, and it sticks it in Francis's arm. Now we match.
Yeah, now we match. I feel like I'm going to prom.
Okay, that said, when we have a second, I need to left field this completely because Fran and I found an interesting flyer.
Sort of a delivery.
Yeah.
Does the word angel mean anything to you too?
It's a broad term.
I don't know.
I mean outside of Seraph, the angel angel group. Nothing.
I think it specifically said, "Do you need help?" or something along those lines.
Why do we?
Yes. So it is on the front side of the flyer. It says, "Angel Network. We are here to help."
We're here to help. There we go.
I didn't want to say Angel List because that's the startup. That's the startup job finder. Angel Network.
But yeah, I'm weirdly tempted to call this and see what this is about. Only because it was waiting at my apartment's mailbox, which means whoever it is knows where I live. God, I hope I still live there. And didn't come mess with me for all the time that I've been there. So I'm kind of taking that as a they don't want to kidnap me and take me back to a lab.
Like a peace offering.
I didn't see anyone come up to drop it off while you were here. It sounds like that's been there for a minute because I was watching out the window.
Maybe. I'm not always great about checking my mail. I mean, paper medium is.
Hey,
could
look at the
call.
newspaper article. You should reconsider.
That's okay. Granted, I take evidence presented to me that paper medium produced information today.
You're welcome.
You,
And
yep.
thank
Just
you, paper
compromising.
But
Nidra,
yeah,
you could maybe call using, like my flip phone or something that doesn't have a connection, and you could use can you change your voice? Is that like a thing you can do?
I can change what things sound like from electronics. Less for me.
Oh, well, then you can just be like, "Hello, I am not Nidra. I don't know
Who's
who
talking?
this is."
Who's
And you
talking?
could,
Who's talking from May's body?
it's me. It's me.
Oh.
I think we're gonna try, instead of the phone, we're gonna do voice over IP. That way it's not whatever, we can't triangulate to whatever cell signals on your phone. And then I'm just gonna talk like normal because again, I'm not trying to hide. They knew where I lived. I'm not trying to hide who I am on the call.
Okay, as long as you're sure. It sounds dangerous.
Nidra,
A lot of our lives are dangerous right now.
That's true.
if you are to do this, Tia, I would like, if it's okay, to stand by. Nidra, if you try and integrate with the phone while you talk, I'm going to have Tia pull you out. You've done a lot. You've done too much. I know you don't like being told what to do, and I know I'm coming across as a what's the word you used before? Patronizing? Yes, patronizing. But this is necessary. You almost got very hurt. And I think it would be best if we had someone to be able to pull you out or prevent this from happening again. Tia, if you didn't know, Nidra did the think again. So.
Wait.
That didn't
I
hurt
missed
me
something.
though. The security backlash hurt me. The merging and like working electronically didn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt me.
But what if
Wait,
what if the backlash happens again? Oh, what's going on, May? You seem confused.
Nidra got hurt? Nobody told me Nidra got hurt.
Okay. I'm fine. By the way,
You sure?
also
You want
on a truly OOC above board level, you all know that she will rationalize this all day long.
Yeah, that's why Francis is like, I'm not leaving it up to you. Tia, you are really good at healing. I know you are. We just need to stand by in case something happens again. I will break the phone. You get her out.
Phone.
I
Oh
will
my
break
gosh.
your
Okay.
phone.
This is a normal phone call. We are not doing invasive hacking today. This is a phone call. Okay.
I don't know what you do. You go in, I can't see it.
Okay.
Before you
fine.
do your thing.
You all can just hover in the room. It's fine.
Wait, Nidra, let me make you tea. Trust me. I'm gonna make you special tea, okay? It's my specialty.
If it will make you feel better, absolutely, May.
So I am going to use a variation for the first time. So I want to use Sacred Flesh, which is basically I can produce a substance that another character can consume, and that substance gives them one of my other variations. So I want to essentially, May uses her like rose petals and mushroom bits that she pulls off of her body to brew a tea that can then activate her rapid healing variation, where people can, well, for her, she can heal 1 bashing damage per turn or all her bashing damage at the end of the scene. So ST, let me know if I need to roll, what you want me to do. I'm in your hands.
Going into cannibalism today.
It's just plants. They grow back.
It's your body plant.
Yeah, there's a lot. See, I got extras.
It's like that's like me eating someone's athlete's
No,
foot.
you don't need to do a roll.
All right. So the only thing is that for Sacred Flesh, it takes some time. So May takes a couple minutes and just like literally in front of you, she just like takes off a couple of bits of petals and like bits of mushrooms, and she warms up the kettle and she stirs the tea. And then she has a nice big wide mug, and then she gives it to Nidra. And she's like, here you go, drink this first and you will feel better.
Nidra is approaching this exact same way that she was doing with Tia earlier of the scientist in me is saying that I really should pay attention to the way that other people's abilities interact with my systems. So I will try this, but also,
Very nice way to put that. Huh.
So yeah, Nidra will, do the sniff and examine, and then we'll drink the tea.
So then
Francis?
it should. Sorry. Just to explain the variation again, it should contain the rapid healing at magnitude 2, and yeah, I think you get to heal 1 bashing damage. I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it up to ST because numbers are not my forte.
If you wish, at the end of this scene, you can heal all your bashing damage. You
Got it.
I believe it was 2 bashing damage, correct?
Correct.
So yes, that's nothing to heal.
Francis seems
For
to-
those who don't know Chronicles World Darkness, bashing is the lowest level of harm that you can get. There are layers. So if you fill up all your bashing damage, then you get lethal. I don't know if this game has aggravated, but that'd be the
It
highest
sure
level.
do.
Yeah, it does. Francis
Okay.
is going to turn to Tia. Tia, why don't you make me tea out of your body parts?
Oh, I make you all tea out of my body every day. It's just not
What?
special. Yeah, whenever I make tea, it's usually this stuff. It's just that usually I like powder it and dry it first. So the cupboards, all that tea that has my name on it, that's all this stuff.
So,
Good
I'm
for
gonna-
you.
I'm gonna go get the phone set up ready. Okay.
Yeah, I think Tia's only reaction to Francis's comment, because I know I saw that ST was about to talk, is something to the effect of her blushing profusely because she interpreted you saying, "Why don't I get to eat pieces of you?" as like
not,
the
not
most-
quite. Not quite.
It's
but
not
why don't
quite
you
a
make
come
tea
on, but
out
it's
of your body parts. It's not a come on. It's a joke.
it is a joke, but she does it. But
so
given how
blunt.
weird all of us are, she just genuinely does not know how to take that one. She blushes out of
Bless.
reflex.
Bless.
She does
All
not
right.
think it's a come on because of our current status of relationship and connection, but she's very confused to hear someone just say, "Oh, why don't I get to eat a piece of you?" I'm like, I don't
Romance here, baby.
what?
It's all cannibalistic romance.
I'm here for innuendo. Have some.
Sorry.
ST?
Nerdy Teddy.
Okay, so you're not doing anything special with this phone setup, correct? You're just making the phone call,
Yeah. No, it's
and you're making
definitely-
this phone call, to be clear, in the morning, right? You're not waiting.
Oh no, we're doing it right now.
Okay. When you call, it rings almost to the very end of where, like, it's the last ring before it would go to the answering machine before someone picks up. You can hear not very loud enough music that you can hear it through the phone. Just loud enough that you can hear that there's like music happening. Hello, this is Billy with the Angel Network. How can I help you?
Hi. Yeah. Sorry, I got a flyer that was saying, if that you all are there to help with problems. So I thought I'd check.
Oh, wonderful. Are you looking to make an appointment then?
Yes, please.
Let me get the scheduling book. Let's see here. So
She's just making faces at the cohort, like,
We're like, what? I will say Francis does mouth a book. Like at to prove a point, like paper.
yeah, no, it's like I'm getting that face.
can I get your name, please? It looks like I have a special note here.
I'm not super comfortable doing that right now. Sorry. I just want to talk to somebody, and you all. I think you left a message for me.
Oh, okay. So yes, then in that case, it looks like you are already in the book. We're just waiting for you to call. Gives the like a couple nights after the gala. And the note on this says to ask you not to show up before 11 p.m.
Okay. You all do a lot of meetings at night?
Oh, well, all the appointments are past sundown.
Okay. Sure. Is May literally over there making faces?
I don't know if Make heard that, but Jessie
Okay,
in real
cool.
life heard past sundown and went,
Okay, cool.
Oh, I thought we were
I
having a
did hear
full
it.
conversation
I
quietly
just,
while this was
we're-
happening.
Yeah, I assume we were like full Waldorf and Statlering over in
We're
the
like-
corner, just watching this, just like.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. And we'll ask for like the address. And is there anything I need to bring, or
No. It does say that if you wish, you can bring your friends.
okay? So I'm not gonna lie, it's a little unusual that you all know that I need help and that I have my friends.
You hear a "what the fuck" in the background.
Okay, anyway.
I'm just
It's-
reading from the notes. I honestly, I gotta be honest, I know nothing, but when you show up, you'll understand because this will be this will not be the weirdest thing that happens to you. I promise it won't be anything bad. You are not in danger. As long as you do not break the rules of the establishment.
Great. And someone's gonna tell me those rules, right?
Yes, you will see the rules. They are very prominent. They are posted on the wall. You will.
Okay. All right. I thank you. I appreciate it. You know what? This is you're right. This is probably not the weirdest thing that's going to happen to me this week. So thank you for the help. Disconnect.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody okay back there?
Well, first of all, friends means us, right?
Yeah. I don't have a lot of friends.
See, I told you, Tia. It meant us. Second
Yep.
of all, what do they mean after sundown?
Why are you making hair?
It just feels cool.
Okay. Look,
I saw
I'm
it
not
in the
gonna
movie.
look. The only thing that makes me wonder is one, it's under cover of darkness, so that makes it easier for people not to fucking see our faces when we go in. Two, the only thing that makes me go is it's at night and it has angel metaphors, which makes me go, okay, if it is something bad, it like makes a vague hand gesture at Tia. But again, didn't drag me away when they knew where I lived, so and that I was up there like half the time. So I'm just going with figuring out what the hell's going on. Also, somebody apparently saw the future and said when we would show up or whatever.
What?
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Maybe, what if they have
Okay.
powers too, like us? Maybe they can do that stuff.
That's what I'm kind of wondering, if we've found more people like us and what that even means.
Someone who can see the future.
I don't know, or whatever.
That
They know
sounds
we're
like
together.
Tia.
That does sound like Tia. Tia,
Nope.
is this you?
Tia, are you
A
the
clone?
angel? That would have been incredible. But I'm thinking we might not be the only ones with these kinds of powers out there.
I mean, probably not. We know that, the helping hands hurt Jennifer.
Well, no.
and-
I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking there's another golem out there. I'm thinking there's futures out there. Maybe that we're not alone in what we are.
In each of us.
Okay.
Well,
And it's a
not
nice
quite.
Yes, and it's a nice idea, and I don't want to rely on it. People, even people like us, especially people like us, are still dangerous. Okay.
But that means we're dangerous too, so we can fight.
Ha!
Ha!
So quick question.
Do you
Do
punch?
any
Do
of
you
you
punch?
have points in occult?
In
I doubt it, but I'm gonna look
0.
anyway. Nope.
Tia!
Yes,
Tia, coming in clutch.
I have points in occult, and specifically with a specialization in angels.
What? How did we all not know this?
And
till
you
just
you also
now?
have otherworldly connection. Okay,
have-
so
I have otherworldly connection, and I also have Fate's agent. So, basically, what all that translates out to for our viewers is that otherworldly connection. I can actually perceive angels. I can perceive entities, places, things, and forces connected to the chosen origin. It doesn't come with any specialized knowledge, but it definitely lets me be aware of them. And also, because of Fate's agent, I can interact with things that aren't real, and also put. Oh, no, sorry, not that part. I'm aware of whenever they're trying to target anything involving me, and also I can potentially break it. There's a, but it's yes. I think you had a question, or to say, Nerdy.
so all that to say, on a base level, without doing a roll, you are aware that there are likely other supernatural creatures that exist. To know more, you
Yeah.
would have to roll to see what you have. But you know that there are likely other supernatural occurrences that happen in the world.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think rolling with that. I think like especially if you're like if anyone's brought up, it's like there's other people like you, Tia. She does not take that information very well. Actually, she like I literally started doing it to myself, and I had to realize I had to stop doing that. And I'm really actually glad that I just did my nails last night. You noticeably see her making marks into her hands, with pushing her nails into her palms, and like there is a certain level of dissociation that's happening with her visibly right now. And all you're hearing is her repeating like this happened to somebody else.
No. I mean the future. I mean seeing the future. That's all. Just seeing the future. It's okay. Right here. Name 3 things you see in front of you.
And there's breakfast food, there's
That's
juice,
1, 2,
and there is a very pretty flower.
and 3. Hey, I'm saying there could be people who know our powers, who we could be able to talk to about the things we experience outside of the things that were done to us. Yes, it's a bit different. Or done to ourselves, case in point being.
True.
People who get
I'm-
it.
I am actually aware that there are other oddities like us. Not quite the exact same, but I am aware of them. Actually, it's it does come with having this thing present with me.
I'm gonna take up a little pancake or waffle and pass it to the little is the little shadow thing out?
Yeah, I think it's there.
I'm in a way that Francis is also really curious about people's powers and things. And I think it's a little scientific like nature of like, does this need to eat? Do we need to feed this? And is gonna try and like offer the little shadow thing a small circular waffle.
It definitely goes through. It's not really like a
Trying
physical
to-
present thing.
I wonder if it tastes this and puts it back down. Yeah.
Why does my
So-
mouth taste like strawberry?
Oh, alarming.
It's definitely going to be a couple days, so let it go for now. Tia, we're going to need your expertise, but I know you're up to it. Now, could everybody just give me some space because I need to make another call, and it's not one you're allowed to sit and hover over, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I think Francis, while this call is going on, is going to pull the others aside. Like, let's figure out what catering company this place is. Let's try and get more information because the event is first. Like,
Let's talk about the party.
let's get a floor plan. Let's plan this heist.
Yeah.
Okay. So you each have some tasks and stuff that you want to go do. And as you head off to do them, it's about time for us to take our break.
Woo.
A break?
A
What do we do on a break? What do we all do on a break?
We
Right.
will drink water, do all of the
I
things
have
that we need to, and gone 5-10 minutes, and we
Don't
will
get a
see you when we
UTI.
get back.
Bye.
Bye. See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye. 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 We gone yet?
I don't think we are.
This
No,
for
I
the
think,
rest of the night,
Are we
baby.
gone yet?
I think we snuck it up on her.
Oh, Arnica. Arnica says, I miss you already.
Hey, I'm gonna dance until we're off. It's a weird one.
Oh, there's an ad.
I'm going to
gonna
start
watch it.
hydrating
Ad?
now.
I refreshed the
Hey,
stream and there's
hey,
an ad, so I
hey,
gotta watch it.
Hey, can you describe the ad to us that you're watching live?
There's a guy
While we wait for a
dancing.
break?
Oh, it's a DoorDash ad. There's a guy
Hey, I work
dancing.
for DoorDash.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh, now I see you. And Arnica says, ha ha ha, it's a sexy dance party. Okay, I'm
Hey.
gonna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We managed.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Dark Rites and other forms of exploitation. I want to start with Nidra. You wanted to make a phone call. Let's start there.
Yes, and it's sort of she said call, but she mostly means like DMs and chats. It's something that she mentioned to Fran, what she was trying to do back at the house before everything or the apartment before everything blew up. She is trying to touch base with a gentleman named Rafi Lal or Leal. He is a tech reporter that is one of the few people that like actually sort of believes her about the at least as far as she's concerned about the shit that went down at Pragma and that everything that was said about her was a hatchet job. And he's one of those people that gives her faith that the entire world that she came from is not against her. And she really wants to sort of touch base and see what the word is about, if he's heard anything regarding this new security deal or the announcement they had with her face attached and like just all this shit. Like talk to an ally that isn't one of these people.
Okay. Is part of this conversation like is there like a friendly like chat to it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely and in fact while they have left her alone again, she is absolutely going to go ahead and do the electrokinesis and like hook up to her computer system again, because that's what she really wants to do. And
sorry, I realized small talk is the words I was looking for.
yes, no, you are correct. There is like perfectly normal conversation because she kind of needs that, like, but it all definitely has the DM quality of the hi, how are you doing, like anything interesting in the news today, is your editor still giving you shit?
Okay. And you're also hoping to learn some stuff about this deal, this Aphrodite and Pragma deal.
Yeah, like they're up to something. I know you get that. They're always up to something, but right now I've just got a really bad feeling. And trust me, if I find something concrete, I'll send it your way, but they're what's the best way to say this? They're active right now. I'm seeing signs of movement that I don't know what to do with.
So what Rafi can tell you is that for all intents and purposes, this is not a friendly deal. This is that like Pragma was resisting this deal for 2 years at minimum. That they did not want to, they had their own personal security. They did not want to hire on this group. Doesn't know how, potentially blackmail, but they were forced into a position where they were made to take the deal.
Shit. And like that literally throws her for a bit, and she's sitting and okay, so do you think that this means a lot of the tech projects are going to start being weaponized?
No. Aphrodite has its own agenda, but it is not weapons. They are not that kind of private security. Those are like, this is like basic stuff that I can figure out, but like there's not a lot to learn about them.
Yeah,
But
be
like
careful.
I can.
No, really, I tried to do some research on them on the backside, and they attempted to backhack my whole system.
That makes sense. He's like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, that's I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, they're not the type to be looking for weapons. They have their own agenda. Not sure what it is. It honestly, I tried to like track their movements and what they're doing. It doesn't make sense to me, but it appears to make sense to somebody.
What do you mean?
Just that they're I mean, they're making whatever they're doing, they're making a lot of money.
Okay. I mean, that's what motivates a lot of these people, that, or at least in the case of Pragma, the money plus the visionaries.
That's when he says, yeah, but if it was just about the money, you would think they would want the weapons contracts, the military contracts, and they don't.
No, because if they involve those contracts, then that means government oversight. That's where it always comes down to, is if they involve themselves into that sort of military complex, the systems, somebody else is going to be start watching. No, with a private group like this, you're right. It's entirely, God, it's just a corporate militia at that point. Yeah, please be careful. You are too smart for this shit. Don't get your nose bit off, please.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta finish these fluff pieces for my editor.
Fuck the fluff. Okay, I'll stay out here doing what I do. Wow. Shit. Okay. That'll give Nidra some stuff to chew on as well. But she'll sit and read several of his articles first for a little bit, just to keep up. Like, even if she can't sit and talk, she at least enjoys reading the material.
Good. Give him those impressions. Give him those clicks. That's what gets him paid. Good.
Actually, yeah. I think mimicking multiple click points, helping however she can.
Running a couple bots in the back to just like refresh every
We
now
are
and
the
then.
bots.
Okay. I know y'all discussed things you wanted to do. My memory is terrible. Who wants to go next and jump into one of the things they wanted to do?
I can do it.
May.
All right. I got to get in touch with my contact at the Pharaoh Foundation.
Okay. And who is this contact?
So the specific contact, I forget if I ever put a specific name for them. I don't think I did. So their name is going to be, what's cool name? Lark Sparrow Spur. That's a D&D name. Lark Sparrow Spur. Doesn't have to be their real name. Actually, for this charity, it makes sense. So the Pharaoh Foundation is a charity that connects people in need with food and produce from companies, restaurants, farms, and other places that would otherwise basically get rid of it. So it's instead of wasting food that would otherwise be good and throwing in the garbage, the Pharaoh Foundation helps take that food and give it to the poor and those who are in need. So they send it out to different food. Why can't I think of the word? Food baskets? You guys know what I mean.
Food deserts?
Deserts? Yeah.
Yeah, or like a specific place you go to get food when you are poor. We used to go to these when I was a kid.
Food
Can't remember the
pantry?
name.
Yeah,
Food bank.
Food
Food
bank.
bank. I almost had it with basket. Too many letters. So yeah, we'll say May will get out her flippy phone and text Lark because Lark is like a hippy dippy, doesn't care about rich people, but became friends with May because May was a spokesperson for the company. And May genuinely is like, yes, I think this is great. We need to make sure people are fed. And Lark kind of saw May's like genuine conviction for it. And so even through all of this stuff, Lark might not know specifically what's going on, but they're keeping May on the down low. You're not prying because they know it doesn't matter as long as people get fed.
And you're just calling, correct?
Yes, I will just send a call. Send a call, make a call. Wow.
Okay.
Guess who rarely calls people in real life?
Hello?
Hello, is this Lark?
It is? I'm sorry,
Hi,
who is
Lark.
this?
This is May. Shh,
Oh,
don't say
May,
that out
I'm
loud.
I'm
Are you busy?
Sorry. Yes, but I can make time. What's up?
Okay, so I have a big favor to ask. And so I was wondering, I don't know if you heard about that charity gala that's coming up, but I want to go, but I can't really go under my name because of you know what. So I was wondering if you could somehow, like through Pharaoh Foundation, maybe send me some tickets. You know, the kind of tickets that people usually like buy. I can send you some money. I have some cash. I don't have a lot, but I have some. But yeah, if you could send me like, and she's counting in her head how many people. Like, if you have 5 of those laying around, that'd be awesome.
Uh they cut back on our tickets this year.
They what? Why?
Because they went with the different charity this year.
Ah, typical. Well, once I'm back and I get all this crap figured out, I'm gonna talk to them about that. But I'll take whatever you can send, and I'll send you some food too. We got extra food. We have lots of waffles and tea. I have so much tea. You let me know.
I can send you 4 tickets if you can donate some food.
Okay, we can do that.
And I'm gonna need 1 day from you volunteering.
What? Oh, well, do you want us to go do some field work? Because I know someone who's super good at like working in fields. They're super strong.
I was thinking more of sorting in the back room, but
Oh, okay, yeah. We can. I got people who are super smart and good with their hands.
okay, yeah. Do you want to pick them up yourself, or do you got a place you want me to send them?
If you could send them, I'll text you an address. If you can send them there, that would be amazing. And just don't put my name on it. Just put to Frank Sinatra. No, Frank Garfunkel.
Okay. Got it.
That'd be amazing. Thank you, Lark. You're the best.
Yeah, you're the best too. I gotta go.
Okay, have a good day. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Yep, bye.
I'm the best. It worked. Guess who got tickets? This one did.
She's just by herself in her room being like, I did
100%.
I did it.
100%.
I did it.
Jessie in real life does this too sometimes.
I feel like Francis has made everyone a playlist for the mood they feel most often, and May just has one called Play When Success.
Yes.
Play When
It's called
Success.
Successful or like Boss Babe.
I think it's called, yeah, sure. It's
But
called
the-
hashtag Boss Babe.
And the
then
S's are dollar signs.
the S's are dollar signs. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. Yes.
I know I'm right.
You're right. Yes, absolutely. You can
I
play
love this
that.
so much.
That's how we know. That's how we know people are in moods through music.
Yeah, you hear the tunes coming from her room. There's
Okay.
some dancing.
She was successful.
And you just hear like little high pitched noises like woohoo! Anyway, that's what May was up to. I don't know who wants to go next.
Francis, do you want to talk to Jennifer?
Yeah, sure. I'll go next. I did
Okay.
nose goes and I won, but I guess that means nothing in today's modern society. All right, yeah. Francis is going to climb up the stairs and knock knock. Knock knock. It's me.
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah, come in.
Francis kind of opens the door. The doors really aren't made for Francis's size. Some of them are because Gail lives here, but this is one of the smaller rooms that they can't really access without kind of bending over. They kind of like how big they feel though in these tiny rooms. It's like when you get like a big thing and you makes your hands feel small, but like the reverse of it, she feels big. Is Sally there too? So she goes in.
Yes, I think it's still morning. I think Sally's maybe still sleeping.
Come on. You up for a walk?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Don't wake your friend. Just you.
Okay.
Come on. I'll show you the garden. If you like the garden, you can work there. But hey, no singeing the bushes unless you really hate the bush. All right. And Francis is gonna walk downstairs, and Francis comes from a society where idle hands are not good. Whoop. There we go. Yeah. Idle hands make for bad business, especially bad thoughts. So I think they have learned through a lot of like trial and error that they specifically, if you work, you can think more freely, speak more freely, right?
Okay.
Someone talk really quick.
Hello?
There you are. Yeah, you have to turn the volume up. I was like, why can't I hear anything? It's because this is a janky one. All right. So Francis leads Jessica down and hands them a pair of heavy garden gloves. Ready to get to work?
Sure. I've never gardened before.
It's easy. Not a lot of mistakes to make when you live with a plant person. Yeah, everything's fixable.
Okay.
Have at it. You know what? Why don't you try? And they take out some packets of seeds that I think May and Francis have talked about. They're all sunflower seeds for Gail. Why don't you plant some of these in, and you just push them in and you're done. All right.
Okay.
Francis goes to the outdoor speaker because there's gotta be something to play music in every area. And the tunes of Ella Fitzgerald like kind of waver through the air and across with the wind and the birdsong. And it's a nice morning. And Francis is going to work with Jennifer for a bit. And then, so, are you holding up? How are you feeling?
Not great, but I
mean, yeah.
think I'm
aside from
feeling better than I was a couple days ago.
You're on day what of this, you think? You still counting?
I think it's been about a week. It's a little hazy, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're at the stage where you're pissed now, right? Like you're scared, but you're I can tell. You always get a little. This is where the anger starts, right? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pissed.
Yeah.
Heard you wanted to run. What's that
Mhm.
about? They're just planting. They're not looking at Jennifer at all. They're just planting. It's almost like idle chatter, as if it's the easiest thing in the world, the easiest way to have a hard conversation. I think this is how they trick a lot of people into telling them, like, what's up? What's going on? It's just casual. We're just having a talk.
I think I'm still more scared than angry.
Yeah. And people
And-
are going to tell you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And
Sorry.
I feel like, I don't know, I want to get Sally away from it because like they were so close to taking Sally too, and
Mm,
I just
Sorry.
don't think we should say.
And I know that the rest of the house is going to agree with you, but not me. If you run, you're doomed. You know that? And they just keep planting and watering, just most casual conversation in the world. You run. All you have to live for is Sally. If you run, you don't get to hurt the people who did this to you, and then what? You and me, Jennifer. You know, you're gonna have all these people in this house telling you one thing, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You and me, we're not like the rest of them. Not really. And you know that. Right?
I think so. I think I understand.
Yeah. You see, they're angry. We're all angry. But you have an anger. And I don't want you to be scared of the anger, because I know that's where the fear's coming from. No, the anger's a good thing. The anger is what's going to keep you going. Yeah. Thinking about the bones breaking, the way their screams will be when you finally kill them after what they did to you. You think about that a lot, don't you? And you don't have to lie to me. I'm just made of clay.
I mean, I guess I have thought about hurting them, but not breaking their bones.
But that's more of a me specific thing. I'm very strong. Maybe burning them. Yeah. Setting them
Yeah.
on fire like they set you on fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. Something that I wish someone had told me. You run from this. You hide from that anger. It gets worse. Much worse. You get violent. You start thinking, hey. And Francis doesn't look up, is just watering the flowers and very carefully and tenderly packing the dirt. Why don't I just bring this whole building down? These pieces of meat that walk around me don't know what's really going on. Why don't I just a little snap here, a little snap there? I'm powerful. I am anger. And you're going to think about that. And it's just going to be on your mind. How easy it would be to just let it go. And that's what's going to happen if you run. The farther you try and get from it, the closer you're going to get to something pretty horrible. You want to save Sally from them just to put Sally in danger from you? You really want that? What happens when you snap? Not an answer you have to tell me now, just something to think about. Yeah? And I'm sure we could go on and on about, peace and love and safe, and we're not the kind of people that do that, but we're not them. Look at me, Jennifer. Look me in the eye. And Francis has stopped, and there is a stillness, a solidness. And the shadow seems to grow longer in the day. You and me, we're not like them. You can't think like that. You can't afford it. You keep the hate alive, because it's the only thing you know. And hey, you could have Sally. I mean, I got mine. But we're not the people who get love anymore, yeah? We're the people who get even. And then Francis turns and goes back to watering the garden.
She sits there for a moment. She's by now stopped putting any seeds in the ground. I wasn't even supposed to be there. Well, not with them. I
What were you
hadn't
supposed to be?
made an appointment to get some help, and I was nervous about it, and I was waiting. Guess I waited too long in some cosmic sense. And then they came up. They offered me, I don't know, a different choice. Sounded good. Made me far less nervous. You know, food, place to stay for the night. And then I guess I don't really
drugged you.
remember the rest of it.
They drugged you. They did that to me too. Mine was a checkup. The doctor. She said, hey, you want a free checkup? You know, you haven't been to the doctor in months since I'd left my home. Years even. And you know, I had this cough. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was annoying. And then people were I couldn't hold down a job, you know, and I could tell they were getting irritated with me, you know, they trying to help you and you can't be what they want to be. You can't do it. So you have to pretend, but you can't quite pretend. Do you know what I mean? Because they only want to help people who deserve the kind of help that they have. Not the people who have trouble, real trouble. And they took me back and they gave me a shot. And next thing I know, I'm dead. Well, no, that's not the next thing I know. Weird question. Did you smell anything when you were going under? Did you wake up at any point?
I mean, I woke up and because I don't remember smelling anything.
Forget about it.
Why?
It's not important. I woke up at one point. I was on the table and they had my organs out. You ever wake up in the middle of someone killing you? Does something to your brain. You know, it does something to you. Yeah, I wouldn't. But there was a smell. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, they could have taken out my heart for that smell again. Some kind of Dior or something. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I've been to a Macy's like once. I walked through and they were just spritzing everything everywhere. It was a mish, I guess. But you lived. You're alive.
So I think when you're describing the actual scent, water body posture change, she stiffens. I do remember that.
You do? Tell me more. And Francis stills for a moment and then slowly leans back and takes out the weed cutters and begins to gently start weeding, just slicing the heads off of these weeds, getting them by the root, one by one by one, waiting, listening.
Yeah, she, as best she can, with large holes in her memory, talks about what she does remember. I think if you're okay with it, we can zoom out on that and go over to Tia. You had something you wanted to do, correct?
Yes. I was hoping to actually try and visit my what had been previously the spot I was living at that mechanically was my safe place prior to all of this. Hopefully to either see my aunt or to have time to try and meet and see ex-girlfriend. Whomever is available.
Do they live in the same building or just near each other?
Just near each other. I mean,
Okay.
my aunt was the one who helped pay for the apartment, so she might just check in every now and then just to see how I'm doing. And obviously the ex-girlfriend knew where I lived because she came over frequently.
Okay. Do you still keep this under your name, this apartment?
I would say yes.
What does it look like? Has it changed since your own changes, or is it much the same as before?
I think it looks a lot less lived in, but I think with all the excitement that's happened the past few days, she's kind of forgotten to do what she usually does at the end of the week, or at least every few days, which is to go back and clean up and make sure everything's taken care of. So she has to go in what was her bedroom, and for everyone who's ever had depression or anxiety or lack of executive function, you all know what this is. Takes out the stack of bowls and plates and stuff that have built up in the room, or like the like glass drink bottles. You're like, I threw away the cap, that's throwing it away, right? And then the glass bottles or like the cans have built up over the deck. Bless you, Jessie. Yeah, just there and like taking the time to like try and wash it, but also kind of worn out even from just the trip over here because she didn't want to wait till the evening to try and see anybody, so she went out in the daylight. Yeah, thankfully, because of the way mechanically I've done her scar, her bane is that sunlight actually really hurts her, and for now it's more akin to like an allergic response. But I like to think the moment like she gets an extended amount of sunlight on her, it's akin to when you suddenly drop someone in a place that has a significantly higher elevation, where like it's like, oh, it hasn't gotten hard. It's like the land hasn't changed that much significantly to walk around in. Why can't I really breathe at all? Like, why is it so hard to even move one stairs without feeling like I'm going to pass out? I know this because I've been to South America and I've been in the literal highest elevation spot in the world. It sucks. It's a rough time, especially when you sleep on the third floor and you have to take stairs to go from the first floor. It sucks. But I think she's there. It looks less lived in. It's hard for her to breathe, and I think there's like bruising that happens a lot around her arms, a lot around her hands, and a lot around her neck. It's most of the reason why she wears hoodies a lot of the time or is covered up. You are muted. Is it a doggo? Do we see a sweet doggo?
I think that was a cat, everyone. We
I
had
love-
a cat moment. We have been
Yes, it was
blessed.
a cat who likes to be in the way. And
And push buttons.
do you reach out to your aunt or your ex-girlfriend, or like how do you usually get a hold of it?
I think she usually just texts or messages through like either Facebook or Twitter. She's just like she knows it's a risk to do so given all of our situation, but it's also like these are the kind of things where the risk feels worth it for what it means to be around them. So she's really just looking for whoever's free today because I don't know what day of the week it is, but she knows it's daytime and people are busy during the day. It's not a life she understands anymore as much anymore because her life is the night now.
What is the name of your ex-girlfriend?
Ex-girlfriend, I gave the name Livia Ramirez, or Liv for short.
So Liv gets back to you first. Basic, like, I can be over in 10. Will you still be there?
Yeah. There's definitely there's the ellipsy little like loading thing of like someone's typing, it goes away, starts going again, stops, and then it goes away again. She says, "Yeah, I'll be here."
You while you wait, you start to notice things around you. Like if you every time you walk past the window, you notice that there's a car double parked in the street below you. At so I guess is Liv extremely punctual?
Uh, I will give her the one. I will at least give her the starting trait that is counter to most of the queer people I know in my life, which is that she is extremely punctual and she does not operate on queer time.
Okay, so when she
The
says
straights. The straights.
so when she said to 10 minutes, she means she'll be there in 10 minutes. She shows up in 12 on the dot, 2 minutes late. You hear a knock on the door.
She opens the door.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Dealing with a lot, to be honest.
That makes sense. Um, I brought food. I didn't know if you had eaten.
I can pretty much always eat, especially when you're around.
Okay. Um, what do you think Liv would bring you?
I'm honest. I don't know why the first thing that came to mind was just like giant sandwiches, like found like a nearby deli somewhere and was just like I got the sandwich exactly the way that you like. It
Okay.
like one of those tiny little things that like a partner does for you where you're like, this is how I know they care about me.
Okay. Yeah. So she pulls out this giant sub. I was like, they had the exact one you like, so I picked it up. Um, do you have clean plates or anything? Do you just we can? I guess we can just use the wrapper.
No. I can do this. I just been in the middle of cleaning up. I haven't really been back here for a bit longer. A bit of time. I mean, I'll still probably have to go talk to my advisor and check in with my aunt sometime soon. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
Can I ask something, Teddy?
Yeah.
Do I believe her when she says that? Does she seem sincere?
Do you have empathy?
Yes, and I have a specialization in insight.
Yeah, roll that up. I don't have a character sheet up. What are the social attributes?
They are presence, manipulation, and composure.
Use whichever one you feel is best, because I don't know which one would be best for the situation.
I'm inclined to think composure because I think she's trying to read her without giving herself away. So I think there's that.
Okay.
So that's 3 from composure, 3 from empathy, and an additional 1 for insight. So
All
that's 7. Oh, it's 2. It's 2. So that's 3, 3, and then 2. So that's 8 D10 to roll to see. That's 2 8s. And a 9, so that's 3 successes.
Okay. No, I think by now you've learned enough about Liv's body language that you can tell something is bothering her.
Liv, what's going on?
Okay, I didn't want to like worry you about this, but like I snuck in the back entrance. There was a couple of weird dudes at the front door.
The front door?
Yeah, they were just standing there. So I just went down the alley and stuck around back.
Have you been followed by anyone?
No, I wasn't followed. I went through the park and everything just so I could make sure nobody was hiding.
I take a look out the
They were there like as I walked up, so like they were already there.
I take a look out the window again to see where the car is.
That car's still there, still double parked. So this is the part where they failed their confrontation roll. So you get to add a complication to them trying to come confront you. This is Seraph. It could be as simple as they have the wrong apartment number.
Yeah, I know. I know what I'm doing because safe place is a merit. It normally says you can like have security systems with the windows and doors. I think because it's an apartment, it's not like that well decked out, especially since she hasn't been in it a bit. But she has a nice like the chain kind of lock to it, and they also have the wrong like number. Her, they have a floor down from her because she lives on the second floor.
So You can still continue to talk to Liv. Like you have time, but that is something that is happening. So like take your time if you want to talk to Liv. Like narratively, that can happen, and then the confrontation will happen.
Are you okay?
Yeah, like they just look suspicious, so I went around back. They didn't like I didn't talk to them or anything. Like I'm fine. Are you fine?
I'm I'm dealing with a lot right now. I just wanted to see you. I just wanted to hold on to you for a second. Just remember somebody who wouldn't be scared of me.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Um, I think she takes she says, look, I want to show you something. Please don't be too freaked out by it. I promise it's not as bad
Okay.
as you might think it is. And like she takes off the hoodie and like she shows how bad the like bruising is, especially like going up her neck and her arms. And like she like very casually like walks towards the window. She's trying to create the front that like she's still not aware of what's going on. But like she puts her hand like directly like in the sunlight, and it looks, I think, a lot like cuts and scars, but made from bruises, but they're like moonlight. They're like they're like phases of the moon like cut all across her body.
Uh, I she gets up. She walks over to you. If you let her, she'll reach for your hand as if to take it. Um, are you? Does it hurt? Are you sure you're okay?
I'm honestly, it's I hurt a lot more these days. I hurt pretty easily, actually. Most of my body waking up, it's, you know how most people might wake up after they sleep and there's a hope that when they think about their day, they can think, oh, I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk over to somewhere, maybe brush my teeth, change, shower, all of those things, start to figure out my day. You know how most people go through that kind of thing? I don't do that anymore. I A lot of the time I wake up and there is pain, there is discomfort, there's a lot of wondering if I'm really going to be able to leave the bed for too much. And sometimes it's easier. Some days are better than other days. Some days I wake up and I get up and it's fine. Other days I get up and it feels like if I had a bird pecking at my stomach and eating it out.
Uh, I'm I I don't think I know what to say without freaking out. I think I need a moment. Is this why they're here?
They're here for me. They're here for, I'm sure they want whatever it is that they did to me to get to happen to someone else.
Okay. What do we do? Wait, we gotta get you out of the building, or
I have a
is it-
spot we can go. I'm more worried about you. Okay?
oh, okay.
Do you think they saw you go in here? Do you think if you left, they wouldn't bother you at all?
I don't think they seen me come in here, but if they, what if they know I'm your friend? What if they know that we're close? Would they recognize me?
Maybe. I look, when we were together, I made a lot of decisions based on assumptions I made about how you felt and what you wanted to do in any given situation. I'm leaving this up to you to trust whatever choice you want to make. If you want to leave right now, just to be safe, regardless if it means I'm at more risk, I'm okay with that. Liv, I love you. Okay? I might always love you, but we're probably not good for each other, at least not right now. But I'm okay saying that. Okay? And if I love you, I have to give you space to be your own person, to choose what you want to do and not just make assumptions.
No, I'll go with you.
Okay. Also, ST, question.
Yeah.
Do I, given my particular skill set, have a ping as to anything angelic being present among those who are coming for me?
Actually, yes. You can feel it. So let me look at this power again because I read it earlier. I just want to make sure that I am
Yes.
understanding it
The
correctly.
remade can perceive entities, places, things, and forces connected to the chosen origin. This does not come with any specialized knowledge of these phenomena. It serves as an important first step in studying or avoiding them. So that's otherworldly connection. And then Fate's agent, I'm automatically aware when a supernatural power of the chosen source attempts to target her or an area containing her, as well as the source of the effect. So if they try to do something directly to me, I'm aware of when it's happening.
Okay,
And
so
yeah.
Thank you. That is, so there's nothing directed at you, but you do feel a supernatural force connected in some way to angels. And it is, you can feel it like it's faint. You can feel it as if it's coming up the stairs to your hall.
It's coming up here. No, you go.
So what I want to do, and I know we're getting to a somewhat exciting moment, but before we get too far, I want to be able to give Francis time because I know there's at least one more question that you have for Jennifer. And I want to go back there and do that before we get too into this.
That
So
entire conversation was to lead up to that one question that I had. Damn it. So go ahead. Sorry.
So we are back at this former compound that you use as a safe place to stay in the garden with you and Jennifer.
As we cut away from they're here, Francis turns to Jennifer. We can go to them.
What do you mean?
We don't have to just let whatever happens happen to us. You can use your anger for very good things. Making friends, having dance parties, hurting people who deserve it. Like Diane. Where's Diane? Jennifer, come on.
I was only there for a little bit, but there's
Mm-hmm.
they use it as some sort of management office.
A management office. And where might that be? And just Diane there often.
Yeah, it's her office. She works out of there.
Is there anyone else around ever? What kind of layout is it? I mean, it's just me and talking to. We're all talking hypotheticals here.
There's a few people, but not many. There's people that come and go.
Mhm.
I don't remember any security or anything, but I remember I think there was a couple people in the office managing phones and stuff.
Now you see, if you had left, you look me in the eye and you go, "Oh, so we just killed him to get to her." And if I left, I'd go, "Yeah, of course. Nothing's more important than anger." But we don't want to do that. We want Diane. Do you know if she's going to the gala? That thing that's happening, or is that not her speed?
I don't
She'd
think
brag
they.
about it for her essential oils business, that bitch.
Yeah. So there was somebody else that stopped by for a little bit. I remember only snippets of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like they don't trust her very much. Like they gave her a management position, but it's a management position with a lot of strings. So I don't think they would let her go.
You know why they don't trust her? Did you get a sense for it? Taste the
No.
blood, a little weakness.
No, I didn't get any of that.
All right. Well, you let me know where her office is. And hey, if you want to have your first murder, I can make that happen. I'm kidding. I would never. I'm big, but I'm nice.
She is able to tell you where it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's, we'll say, somewhere vaguely downtown.
Incredible.
It's in one of those places that is like several offices, and you can, rent out space for your business or whatever. And Helping Hands has rented out an office for her to manage things from.
Yeah. Thank you. I do appreciate the information. And hey, keep one eye on the news. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. We don't really do the news here at the Nidra.
You're welcome.
We don't have to tell anyone we had this conversation, right? I think that stays between the two exomorphs.
Okay.
They wouldn't get it. They don't get us. We get each other though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And hey, if you did tell anyone, nothing would happen. It'd be
Mm.
fine. I'm sure I could talk my way out of it. Honestly, I'm probably gonna tell them anyway what I heard.
Okay.
But hey, thanks for gardening.
Uh,
Looks beautiful. I'm sure your friend is waking up soon.
yeah. I'm gonna go check on her.
You do that. You
Thanks.
do that, Jennifer. Don't forget the waffles on your way up.
Yeah, I'll remember them.
Oh, one more thing. As she turns, she's just casually taking off the gloves and stretches in the sunlight. Neither and the rest are gonna tell you you're not a monster. But when you look in the mirror and you see a monster, you look yourself in the eye and you go, yes, I fucking am. And it's great. Keep that
Okay.
hate close, baby. And starts dancing to Ella Fitzgerald just through the garden. Francis is a creepy motherfucker.
I just had a flashback to every recent like movie trailer that started taking like fun 80s songs and making them like the dark version of them. But now it's just Ella Fitzgerald in a really happy song and this statement being made.
Be a monster, baby. This is just Francis's personal, like, here's how I live. Here's how I live with my anger. Here, you have to at a certain point, because so Francis, for those at home, has a point in like she is specifically has a point in acclamation, which means that they're more used to it. They have to accept it fully. And since they're an exomorph, it comes out in some twisted ways. But they are not insane. They are not. They are very sane. Just in a way you wouldn't expect. Thank you so much.
In a very unreal situation, they have adapted their reality. Yes.
Yeah, you got it. You got to change. The Francis who was no longer exists, unfortunately. You got to change to the reality you live in, like clay. You mold to the situation. Thank you so much. Now I know where Denise is, and I can give myself a point of
You mean
sympathy.
Diane?
Denise, Diane.
Denise
She
is
sells
my
essential
mom.
oils. I don't care what her name is. She's a
All right.
boss babe.
Back to Tia
Thank
in your welcome. Back to Tia in your apartment.
Meanwhile, in the birdcage.
Yeah. What do you do next?
Okay, I think if she truly sees that Liv is gonna stay with her for this, and she's feeling that they're coming up, she pokes her head out of her apartment, hopefully to be able to see them like coming for her, and then she like stretches her hand out towards them, and yeah, at least to one of them, she the like shadowy bird form of her just sort of comes out, and I'm going to try and roll to use my variation of blessing, except I'm going to use unlucky.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for this shit.
We believe in you. Bum, bum, bum.
That is a 10, so I roll that again, and that is a 9, so that's 2
Yes.
successes on it, so it does work. So yeah, in contrast to something like more beneficial, this is like it's as if like their whole space as that person, whoever I'm able to hit, I can't even tell, I don't even know how many there are, but whichever one I am able to target, she closes her hands. That person feels like they are mildly like having a hard time breathing, like they are breathing in soot and ash from a fire that's gone out a little while ago.
Okay. So
And she fucking closes the door and she's like, okay, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. So we have to.
So they what you see when you look out and you do this, they were walking up to the wrong door, right? So they are down the hall. How do you want to run?
Does my building possibly have a fire escape, or is there a back alley or anything behind my apartment? If there is not, that's perfectly fine. If there is not, I'm just gonna do that and then just be like, we are running and zoom the hell out of the building.
There's definitely a back alley because that's how
Yes, there is a back
your partner
alley.
got in. Your ex.
And I
yeah.
think to be up to code, it would have to have a fire escape.
Hey, God.
So yes.
Sweet.
Thank you, Code.
Congratulations, you live in an up-to-code building.
So
Ooh,
here's
Rent
what
must be pretty high.
is going to happen. There are specific rules for this in the book. It's called pursuit.
Yay.
Pursuit and evasion, technically. You have manipulated things in such a way to give yourself edge. You have the edge in this pursuit. They will follow you in some way. You're going to roll to see if you get away. So, you roll.
You got this, Tia.
I'm literally going to be burning every buff ability I have to give myself a chance to leave.
We'll save you too if you get kidnapped. It's okay. We got you. Your ex might get hurt, but like, bleh, we're doing our best.
Collateral damage.
No.
I mean, to be fair, while Jessie may be joking, that is basically what you've said, Fleet.
Okay.
I'm just
so-
saying more honestly.
Oh, I was talking about before we showed up.
I
Oh, right.
believe
Yeah,
it
not
would
us.
be- So let's go with stamina athletics.
Great. I'm really glad I decided to dump everything strength related for her except for stamina.
Oh.
Yes.
Your gal cannot move things and is not strong and her body sucks, but she can tank quite a lot of things mentally.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Mental strong.
That is an 8. That is 1 success.
Okay. On a success, you overcome the immediate challenge and make headway. So on your next attempt to escape, you will then get to add that success, I believe. Yes, so later you will, as you make your running total, you will get to add those successes to your total. But you get out to the street. Matter of fact, I'll give you enough headway. You're like a block down the street by the time they even notice you're gone and get out of the building. For purposes of tonight, I'm going to have you make one more roll. You get that one added success to your run total.
Mhm.
And take an extra dice for being so far away.
Yay. Same attributes
Yes.
and such. Okay. So that just means yeah, so that just means it's going to be 5 dice to roll for this instead of 3. So here we go. Okay, got a 10, redid it again, got another 10, then I got a 7. So 2 successes.
So you have 3 successes. They only have 1.
Oh, thank God. And they also, with unlucky that I gave them,
Oh yeah.
they also they have a penalty to that that's equal to half the scar power, which my scar power is 3, rounded up. Half of that would be 1.5. So they take a penalty of 2 to whatever they roll.
Yeah. Then I subtracted the right amount of dice.
Oh my
So you get away. That's what happens. You get away. We'll say you get to a taxi or a bus. They can't chase you anymore. You get to get away and head back home. And I think that is where we're going to end for tonight. Next week, they have the ball to get gala ball to get ready for.
It's a party.
To attend.
A party!
And, we will get to see everybody then. Real quick, go around and have everyone sign out. Tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and we'll once again start with Nidra.
Hey there. I have been playing Nidra Nikorchik. I am Abby. I will continue to be Abby. You can find my random nerd girl thoughts on Twitter at Clarion Call, as you'll see below. But yeah, no. Skin of our teething this one once again. Let's see what next week's adventures bring.
All right, and don't forget to also check out Arnica, who's usually here with us playing Gale. Hopefully, she will be back next week. May, who are you and where can we find you on the internet?
Hello, this is May, your flower girl. I am also known as Jessie. You can find me on Twitter at egglasses, the thingies and the thingy-majiggy. And I just I retweet a bunch of stuff and I hang out. Sometimes I add to the discourse, as I've heard it called. And yeah, I just like having fun with my friends and being silly May. We'll see what happens with her next week. Who knows? She's getting some instabilities racking up, so maybe she'll explode. Who knows? Anyway, that's me. Thanks for watching and thanks for the raids.
All right, and Francis.
Hi, I'm Fleet. I play Francis Erlitz, your average, really fucked up golem. So you can find me at Fleet, FLEET _ Dietrich, on Twitch and Twitter. No, just Twitter. Twitch is different. That's Fleetwood Flack. You could see me talking in the chat sometimes. You can also find me on itch.io. I streaming calendars on Twitter. Twitch is where I release my games. I just released a new game called Bees and Mechs, which is based on the Honey Heist game. I really did a hack of it. And you can actually see me playing Bees and Mechs, where you play a single bee in a giant mech this Sunday with a certain Lancer group at Lost Caravan RPG. So maybe you'll see me there. It's not been confirmed yet, but go download Bees and Mechs. It's free. Tell me how it goes. You can play an Arborist with a grudge. Do it.
All right, and Tia.
Hello there, lovelies. I'm Angela. I have been playing the slowly processing by sheer nature of the one thing that'll always motivate a really sad gay gal, which is protect your girlfriend, even if she's your ex. And I do quite a lot of different things across a lot of different spaces. I'm a freelance musician. I'm going to be over on TTRPG's new Wanderhome series that'll be coming up not this next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, starting in August. I'm over for the Love in the Time of Mex Lancer game that happens on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. EST, where I play a also gay, also processing leader of the group. And you can find my writing on Patreon at Philosophem, my game designs, chat book, and original game over at Voice of the Phoenix, including the first ever game I ever published and the currently 21 playbooks for the Slayers RPG. Or you can find my writing professionally in the Slayers Almanac, where I was one of 10 writers who contributed districts to the canon of the Slayers overall setting. I'm involved in a lot of things, and I may or may not be also shooting for plans in the future to try and run stuff with Girls Run These Worlds and other spaces as well. I have many things to share with people. That's me.
And hi, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. I'm usually over on Nerds with Dice and on a small hiatus, but that will end at the beginning of August. Sundays will be starting. I will be running Brindlewood Bay Sunday morning, so keep an eye out for that. I believe next week I'm on Lost Caravan for Alien, so come check that out. That is Tuesday night. That is all I got going on. Oh, Mondays. I almost forgot. Monday nights, every other Monday night, I'm over on the Bardic Knox channel playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So also please come check that out. And we'll see you next time. We are rating the Lady Mia. They're playing Radiant Citadel with someone from Girls Run These Worlds, a bad one. I hope I am saying that correctly. So see you next week. Bye.